Hi, hello, my name's Robin Lambert, I'm 21 years old and I have cerebral palsy, but you guys know me as a T-Rex and you're watching my TRex Life. Oh boy, it's been a while since we sat down and did this, but I'm here, I'm back, and today I'm going to share with you guys some exciting life updates. So if you've been following me on the socials, on the Instagram and the Facebook, you'll know that in just over a month's time I'm going on a very exciting trip. Me and my boyfriend Nathan are heading to New York City, where I will be staying and working with the movement coach and choreographer Tamar Rogoff. Now, if you haven't read or seen my previous posts about Tamar Rogoff and her work, just a brief little background. She, like I said, she's a choreographer and a dancer and a movement coach, but she's also the creator of the documentary Enter the Faun, in which she chronicles her work with an actor with cerebral palsy and teaching him to dance. And basically, in the process of teaching him how to dance, for her own dance piece, she basically gave him a whole new way of moving. It goes into concepts such as neuroplasticity and rewiring the brain. And afterwards he was able to move a lot more fluidly, and he had a more quote-unquote normal gait, and was able to have access to muscles and parts of his body that were previously blocked off by the CP. So if you've been following me for the last couple of months, you'll know that earlier this year I went to Barcelona and I actually worked with Tamar for 4 days. We've kind of had quite a long relationship now. We've been emailing backwards and forwards for over 5 years since I first saw the trailer for the documentary. But she lives in America and we both just happened to be in Barcelona at the same time, in Spain at the same time. So we worked for 4 days, and during that 4 days we kind of just touched the tip of the iceberg. We started exploring these concepts such as neuroplasticity and movement. But that experience alone was very insightful to me, and it was very exciting. And as a person with CP, it gave me a whole new sort of realm of thinking about what that means, living with CP and movement and habit and all of these different kinds of things. So I am super excited for the opportunity to work with her for 2 weeks in New York, where I'll be staying with her. And it's something that I'm very excited to share with you guys. I honestly believe that Tamar's work is gonna be part of the future for people with CP, and I don't even want to say treating CP, but just living with CP, and moving through the world as a person with cerebral palsy. And in just the short time that I spent with Tamar in Barcelona, I discovered so many things about my own body. And I saw some pretty drastic changes in the way that I moved after just 4 days. So this is something that I think is going to be highly beneficial to people with cerebral palsy, and not even just people with cerebral palsy or disabled people in general, just everyone, because it's all about becoming more aware of how you move and becoming more aware of your habits and your imbalances and all those kinds of things, and about relieving stress and tension in the body. So I think it's something that could be really beneficial for everyone. And when I'm over in New York, I'm hoping to document the whole process through vlogs for YouTube and through written blog pieces, so that you guys can hopefully share in the benefit of sort of my experience. And if that's something you guys are interested in, then you can support my trip and support what I'm trying to create by buying a Cerebral Swagger t-shirt, which I created with my friend Steve, who's a really cool artist. I'll link his Instagram down below, and also a father of a young child with CP. Or you can donate via coffee. So that's 2 ways you guys can sort of be a part of this and help me to create something which hopefully will be insightful to you guys, and something through which I can share my experience. Just a little bit more on Cerebral Swagger. It's obviously a little clothing range that I recently started and designed with my friend Steve. And at the moment I'm just selling t-shirts and sweaters via Bonfire, which is a great platform for raising funds for things like this. But Cerebral Swagger is really a brand that I'm wanting to expand in the future. You know, for me, it's all about sort of strengthening that mind-body connection and challenging yourself and owning your differences. You know, the t-shirts, you know, that are a way for you to show everybody that cerebral swagger, you know, cerebral palsy, it's part of who you are, and it's something that you're proud of, and, you know, to own that. You know, and I guess with the work that I'm doing with Tamar and kind of linking that in, I want to create this, you know, this brand that's about mindfulness and exploring how we move through the world and exploring what it means to be a disabled person. So stay tuned on that, because hopefully more things to come in the future. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything that I'm doing, my trip to New York, all of that content is going to be housed on my new website, which I will link down below. Definitely check it out. And if you subscribe by email, you can get all of that goodness, all of that content straight to your inbox. So that's going to be the best place to see everything that I'm up to in the future. Thanks so much for sticking with me, guys. I can't wait to share my exploration and my trip with you guys soon. But most importantly, guys, remember to stay shiny, because I love you.